My husband ran off with my sister, then returned with a jaw-dropping request. When I was diagnosed as infertile, my sister immediately suggested donating her eggs to me. I was apprehensive at first. The doctors told me IVF made pregnancy even more dangerous for me, and carrying someone else's child just felt wrong. But Kyle and Stephanie assured me. They brought pamphlets and research papers to convince me the pregnancy would be safe. They spent hours telling me the origin of the eggs didn't matter. Kyle said having a family is all he cared about, and Stephanie promised I would be the real mother. After a lot of reassurance, I agreed. 9 agonizing months later, I gave birth to a beautiful and healthy baby girl. I was still holding her in my arms when my husband and sister walked into the delivery room and announced, "We're taking the baby." Kyle restrained me while Stephanie ripped her from my hands. "What's going on?" I yelled. "Me and Steph have fallen in love," Kyle said. "We've thought about it. She's the real mother of my child. You were just the incubator." I couldn't even process what was happening. Security was already here, and Kyle was shoving the already filed paperwork in my face. The birth certificate already had Stephanie listed as the mother, and before I could even say goodbye, my Isabella was being carried out. I cried until I ran out of tears. I came home to get my things 3 days later. Stephanie was already moved in, and I saw them through the kitchen window, slow dancing while my daughter is sleeping upstairs. I didn't even come in to get my things, just left for my cousin's house 2 states away. There, while they posted newborn photos captioned, "Our miracle," I applied to law school, something Kyle never let me do. He always said women should stay at home. Within 4 years, I was specializing in fertility rights cases, helping women avoid the suffering I went through. By graduation, I'd founded a non-profit protecting surrogates' rights. I joined a good firm and made good money. Even ran the Boston Marathon and traveled to Switzerland for conferences, where I met a guy I fell in love with. I built the life Kyle said I was too stupid to have. Then 6 months ago, Stephanie showed up at my office, completely out of nowhere, not to apologize or show me Isabella's photos, but to ask me to carry another baby for her and Kyle. "My body is my brand now," she said. "I'm a lifestyle influencer. I can't lose my figure. You've already done it once." I stared at her in disbelief before telling her to get out. She tried to guilt trip me, but I had people escort her out. I went home thinking that was that, but I was wrong. The harassment started immediately. Suddenly, I was getting bombarded with texts about ovulation schedules. Kyle was showing up at my firm. Their friends were ambushing me at the gym 5 hours away from their house. After 2 weeks of harassment, I was done. My work performance was getting affected, and my long-distance relationship was suffering. I called my paralegal friend Claire. "I need to destroy them, publicly, but legally." Claire came over with wine and her laptop. We spent 7 hours building the case from hell. I reached out to their friends and found out something. Turns out Stephanie had spun lies about me, telling everyone I promised her that I'd carry her second child. That apparently I felt guilty for what happened with Isabella, and needed to make up for trying to steal her baby. And because I never contacted Kyle or his family again, she'd told them I'd abandoned Isabella too. I remember staring at the lies with a shocked Pikachu face, but I was laughing too. I had a gold mine on my hands. I remember documenting everything. I contacted the delivery room nurses. I tracked down the forged contracts from my pregnancy. Even got records of every paper I'd ever signed. Then I decided it was time to meet them. Claire helped me plan the confrontation. We picked the location, timing, even practiced my exact words. I wasn't going to let my emotion prevent their destruction. A few days later, I invited them for coffee downtown. But what I didn't tell them is that I also invited others, their friends, Kyle's parents, our entire family, even my long-distance boyfriend. Stephanie and Kyle walked in holding hands, him carrying new surrogacy contracts, but they stopped when they saw the crowd. "What is this?" Stephanie's voice pitched high. I slid my phone across the table. "Your gift from me." It was a public Facebook post I just published. PSA: I am not carrying another baby for my sister who stole my first one. A woman who rips a newborn from your arms in the delivery room doesn't get to demand you do it again. For those asking, no, I never agreed to be their surrogate. Yes, they forged documents while I was sedated. No, I'm not bitter. I'm a Yale-educated fertility rights lawyer who knows exactly what they did was criminal. Stephanie's face went white. "Take it down, now. Your mom already shared it. So did Kyle's dad." She started sobbing, saying I was vindictive, jealous, ruining Isabella's life. "No, Stephanie, I'm ruining your life. You took my daughter, my marriage, my body. You don't get my second chance too. Enjoy explaining to your followers that their mama influencer has never actually given birth." Kyle grabbed the contracts. "You'll regret this. Like you'll regret forging legal documents? My nonprofit has taken on your case pro bono. See you in court." I turned around to walk out, knowing I was about to destroy Kyle and Stephanie, because in court they had one more surprise coming for them. A surprise that had everything to do with Isabella. Full story on channel linked below.